y'all. What's up? It's your girl Jay. One day, I am convinced. One day, you'll be normal.
It'll never happen. Normal's overrated. You gotta stand out. Nobody remembers a fucking
Oh,
average
you
person.
standing out today, alright, with your highlight ass.
Nobody remembers the robots. They always remember the outcasts.
Yeah, with your fucking bright ass orange. He wants to highlight his toxicity today, guys. We should be in for a treat. Now let's take it to the topics of discussion at hand. If my phone wants to cooperate with me to allow me to be great. And let's go over to Jocelyn's Facebook world. Okay. Let's see where we shall start.
Yeah, it's me.
I miss you. Alright, so let's just kick it off with a bang. Without blaming your ex, why did your past relationships fail?
Because I tell it like it is, and women can't handle the truth.
You should have known that's how it was gonna come out.
If you're a fucking bitch, I'm gonna tell you you're a fucking bitch, and you don't want to hear it.
Anyways, you know, well, in the comments he was a lot more censored. He said, because I'm too strong-minded, I'll call you out on your bullshit and tell you about yourself. So I guess...
You know what's so ironic about him being single? Is women always say they want the person that's gonna be honest. So a nigga like him rolls around and they realize what honesty looks like.
Alright, so... This girl said, because his mama raised him that way, and
So
I'm not...
you're blaming the man.
She was. She said that she's not Fix It Felix.
So you're blaming the man. Okay.
I bet most of the women's answers are blaming the men still.
I didn't love myself hard enough. The value starts from within. I said I didn't have healthy boundaries and I was too much of a people pleaser. When I got fed up, I became a real deal bitch.
Look at a woman taking accountability.
Well, that's what
But I
accountability
was
looks
always
like.
extreme
Women.
on both ends. Like, come on, it's either I was really nice or really bad. I'm trying to tell people, listen, I can be your best friend or worst enemy. The choice is yours. Tread lightly. Like, I be trying to go with that balance in between, but I feel real fake because, like, one day I'll hate you, the other day I love you. Like, no, I gotta stick to one. I gotta pick a side.
I say the same shit. I can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. I pray you fuck up because I love being the enemy. It's so much fun.
Cue the fucking light. Like, come on, guy. Like...
That one wasn't that toxic. That was a warm up.
Whatever.
That was a warm up.
Well, just have your phone ready to cue the light, please.
I got it cued. That was a warm up.
She was paranoid as fuck, and yeah, it was her fault. Oops, did I blame her? It was just the fact that she really ended up commenting because she wasn't healed, so she took accountability.
She read it. That's why she read it.
No, but doesn't he have her blocked?
No, she don't block him. I get the tea, man.
That was so messy.
No. I mean, everybody knew about that relationship. That shit was public as fuck. Literally. Anywho, alright. I was very selfish and thought she'd be there no matter how I behaved. I feel like that's most...
That's how most men lose their...
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's...
Which ain't going nowhere.
I feel like that's most men, like...
So she goes somewhere and them niggas are standing outside your fucking door with a boombox.
Spread myself too thin, never sink your ship, trying to save everyone else from drowning, which is true. I was real with her and she acted like it was cool, but it wasn't. But now, I wouldn't even have put someone in that position in the first place. We both was wrong. I don't know, right. I wasn't done hoeing. That's from a man, by the way. It wasn't a female. And shout out to my cousin. She said, I can't even do it. And then I said, accountability breeds responsibility. She said, yes, so he should take accountability. You so racist.
That's funny.
Lord. Honestly, I have yet to figure that out. Not enough patience, emotional comprehension, the lack of communication to solidify our bond. I feel like a lot of people have communication that follows comprehension issues within
I have good communication skills, I feel like.
Processing a conversation and understanding a conversation, though, are two different things. You can listen real well, But if the person isn't saying something that you're willing to like regurgitate and recycle within yourself and spit back out, like you're just listening at that point. Like you can tell me I'm an asshole all you want. If I don't believe that I'm an asshole, I know I am. I'm gonna hit you with customer service. I understand how you feel. I know I am. Like when they say that, do they ever fucking understand how you feel?
No, exactly. Because
the fact that some chick said because I hit back.
Toxic.
Because I needed that hurt to elevate. Because my pride and ego was too high for me to admit the truth, so I failed to see reality, insecurities, and low emotional awareness. We were both on different pages.
Yeah, I'm sure that we guys are on different pages.
All right.
Fucking BS.
Let's see. Okay. Let's talk about this.
I'm not going. I've been paying $8 bills house for the past year. You know what I'm saying? I told you my hours are cut at work. Can you go 50-50 with me? So I get back on my feet. Can you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that?
I can't.
What you mean you can't?
I have to use my money for my photo shoots. Like, you already know what
type
of female I am. You already know what
I'm telling you right now that I lost.
You might can't go get another job. I'm saying, like, I understand if you lost hours, you could go pick up hours somewhere else. Like,
you need to work all day? Out here. You need to work all day?
I mean, how else are you going to pay the bills?
Man, how about you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that? I'm telling you, go 50-50 with me for about 6 months to a year till I get on my feet. Once I get on my feet, then I'll pay all the bills in the house again. I've been doing this for the past year.
I know, but I can't.
I ain't been able to save no money. You got money. So I'm telling you, let's go 50-50 on these bills.
I can't.
You can't? Okay.
Like, why can't you just go get another job?
I'm not getting another
like,
job.
There's plenty places hiring.
Okay,
and they paying good money.
Who hiring?
What do you mean? Like, I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I
do your
best thing. I want to spend time with you.
We gonna have to spend time with you. We gonna make time because I'm outside.
Whatever.
Well, that days off. You talking about whatever. Like, you acting like you too good to get a job.
You be busy too. You be busy as a motherfucker too. Like, so
exactly.
I'm telling you, like, what's the problem? I'm saying, like, I think it's better off if we split bills for the next.
I'm not going.
I've been paying $8 bills house for the past year. You know what I'm saying? I told you.
I'm sending her ass to the fucking homeless shelter. Get out of my face, you broke bitch.
I don't think it's right enough. Go ahead, finish.
How dare she? I'm over here busting my fucking ass while she's sitting on her fucking ass on pink fucking sheets. I didn't authorize that. She sit on my bed with pink fucking sheets.
The room walls are pink.
And with the room walls pink with the diamond studded headboard. That is not a man that picked them. So you did that room, and you have the nerve to not want to help me pay my fucking bills? You're in my fucking house. You know something? Pack your shit. Go live at the fucking Crossroads. That's all you can fucking afford.
And I'm gonna say it, and Maddie knows I'm kidding. Alright, I think she's dead wrong, because not for nothing, like, relationships is never, like, it has to be you where you lack, I fill, and vice versa. And if a man decides that he wants to take care of a woman, we have to leave room for rainy days or storms that may be weathered. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, you should definitely have that conversation early on when you're fucking vetting, okay? Let's go with vetting.
She said I have money for my photo shoot.
He seemed very, very triggered right now.
She's a piece of trash and she deserves nothing.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I ever seen her, I would spit in her morning coffee so fucking quick.
Ew.
Not the coffee, bro.
It's sparkling water. It's not happening.
It's like sparkling water. So I'm like, well, yeah, morning coffee. There you go.
What?
Just like that, huh?
There you go.
Oh, sidebar. There was a post that was made on a local level, guys, for our fellow Rhode Islanders. If she has Aunt Moolah as a friend, keep it pushing, my young kings. And I approve this message.
Just throw the whole bitch away.
Except for me. No, hold on, though. Except for me. Except
I'm
for me.
not that fucking bad.
Okay, according to social media.
That's a second post in 2 weeks. Somebody said that.
According to social media, it seems like niggas is going to the lights and looking for your name immediately.
Honestly, I don't even know how this man works and does his social media. Like, well, no. I schedule my posts. This motherfucker really just he be on his phone. Ready. Like, if there's anybody I need to call for some type of venting moments, I can guarantee he'll pick up. Anywho. Alright, so back to regular schedule programming. So I have a question. If a female is classified as a boss babe, will she eventually or at some point emasculate her man? Why or why not?
Absolutely. Gabrielle Union. You hear what she said?
No,
I cheated. She said I cheated on my husband because I was paying the bills.
I mean, so
And
then why
made
do
more
women
money.
have an issue if a man's paying all the bills?
I made more money. She said I made more money than him, so
Because
I cheated on him.
you guys want everything, even when it contradicts what you would do in that situation. That's why. That is the short answer.
But like,
do as I say, not as I
if
say.
you're a boss, how can you be feminine? Because who's gonna respect you if you're a boss and you're being feminine? Who's gonna respect that? You know, you gotta be masculine.
What is a boss babe?
When I find
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know
the
'cause
fucking
it's a made-up
problem.
thing. But what I find ironic is a boss in general. First of all, if we're going by superficial standards on it, and what women would claim a boss dude is, or whatever the case may be, you're gonna expect it to be someone that's strong, stern, stands his ground, but also protects and caters to you. Part of that is not being a complete dickhead to you. So if you are just emasculating your man because you have more money, you have a deeper psychological issue with men in general. Because a real woman's not going to demasculate her man.
Honestly, I don't know.
If anything, if your
boss
man's
is.
a lesser than you should be trying to find a way to get him on equal playing field with you. Instead of just accepting your role of being the breadwinner.
Like, I guess the way I look at money is just a monetary tool. So it's like, whether
it's fucking fake. It doesn't even
it's fiat. Like, let's be real. Like, it's fiat. It's fucking digital. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Paper.
It's monopoly. We live in
it's barely that anymore.
Like,
it's all on the phones.
Yeah.
So my thing is that if I'm gonna allow something that is not made from the Most High, that's not true currency, why would I sit there and emasculate my man because he's in a...
Why did that dictate your level of ability to do so as well?
It's psychological.
You know, like,
It's something more within.
The way I look at it is like it's just a tool. If I got it... Alright, on a logical sense, if we have one person who can make X amount of money, we have another person who can make X amount of money, and it's lesser than the other person tends to be a fucking female, whatever. Why not utilize that person if they're willing to put in the work and all that other stuff and get to the bag and take that money and invest it and then...
Because most of those women that are in better positions of power are with men they know they can control, as opposed to men that they can put in a position to then follow them.
Plus, they don't want to do that because
But what about the men who have money and they well, we know that they will date down, but they control women too with money.
Yeah, because it's a controlling tool, but the person is the controlling person.
Yeah.
You can't use a tool can't be utilized by itself.
Well, yeah.
A hammer can't just put a nail in the wall.
Right.
Someone has to hold it.
Yeah, like
money
for me,
is
I
the
always
same thing.
I always say that like money exposes the person's character.
Yeah. Like me, for example. I tell people all the time, don't try to talk to me when I'm rich. I'm going to be bougie as fuck. I have a list of... I promise you.
Yeah, you sound like someone I know.
I have a list of post-rich friends that I'm willing to accept. And if you're not on that list when I get rich, oh well.
This motherfucker said, I'll have a driver. I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to tell motherfuckers... I was just like, why are you like this?
Because why not?
I already
who you are. I'm not gonna now. At no point did I say I was gonna be an asshole. At no point did I say I was gonna be a dickhead. I'm still me at the core. I'm still soft ass Leon that gives a homeless guy $20 when I see them. Like I'm still that. But I'm bougie now. Like my ramen tastes a little different because it's imported differently. That's all.
Yo, no matter how much money I make,
Oh, I will stay with a 20-pack. I
will absolutely give me some chicken noodles with some eggs. Thank you.
I mean, if I'm rich, I'm gonna be an asshole.
I mean,
you're already an asshole.
I know, but,
like,
but what I want to do
that's not even a fair statement. I'm gonna just be a rich asshole.
I want to pull up People that fuck with me. I want to.
What you gonna drive?
My Bugatti.
Not the Bugatti.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna knock on their door. They're gonna answer. I'm gonna say fuck you. Jump in my Bugatti.
Make sure
and I'm gonna do fucking donuts right in front of you. See this? This is what rich looks like, bitch, and fucking drive off.
I might fuck around and crash it in front of your house just to show you I don't give a fuck. I'm
gonna
buy another one. Matter of fact, if you can fix it, you can have it.
Not if you can fix it. What if they happen to be a fucking body person?
Listen, take it, peasant.
Take it. I don't need it. If you're gonna work that hard for a car, then that car owns you.
I'm telling you, them people
Man
that
make the money never makes the
people that fuck with me, I'm gonna look at them like.
Nah, alright, just to put a little comedy into this thing, this shit was fucking funny as hell.
I told you, what it reminds me of.
God.
Yeah, I'm married. 15 years. 15 years. Why her? I don't know, bro.
This is the point of view a man's talking about his wife on a podcast.
Focused on who's gonna hold shit down. Cause my girl's not the baddest, but she's the realest. Every young king gets to that age where they grow up and they stop looking at looks, bro. I'm telling you, like, you know how many females I could get right now? Like, bro, look at me. I'm handsome, I'm fly, I get money, and I still get tempted to this day, but I always think about my little Parmesan cheek. My little Parmesan cheek, yo, she's gonna kill me when I get home. Nah, bro, it's just a little insider. Like when we first started dating, like she had a scalp problem, so her shit was always like dry and flaky and you know, rusty and crusty and shit, and a little stank.
Rusty and crusty.
So every time she would lay on my chest, she would get up and leave, you know, all her dandruff, and that shit looked like Parmesan cheese, so it just stuck. But you know, she fixed that problem though. But you know, when I look at her, I look at a ride or die. And I don't look, because she knows, and that's one shit about me. She knows she's not the baddest. I tell her that shit all the time, but because I'm honest. That's one thing about me, I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? She knows that she don't got that. And I never got to worry about her with other men because she don't got that. But she's the realest, and she's loyal, bro. She has held me down. I'm talking, I did time. I've done cheated. I've had no job, no money before. Like, you know, and there was a time when I had no back teeth. And you know what she did, bro? She flew me out to Colombia, got my grills done. Realest shit ever. And it's like, she does things that I would never do for her, for anybody. But she's just so pure-hearted, bro, that I look at her and I'm like, this is what I want to spend my life with. Somebody who's going to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't even about looks, because it's like, honestly, bro, it was out of her best friend. You laugh, but I'm dead ass. Like, her best friend's ass is crazy.
That's a dabbing up.
But it's like my bro Joyner Lucas said, like, booty so big, kind of hard to say no, but what you gonna bring to the fucking table? You feel me? Like, pretty don't pay bills, bro. That's what I keep telling these young kings. Like, go for the woman who's gonna love you unconditionally. Those are the ones that last. Those are the ones. And if you're not gonna put up with me and hold shit down like my mother did with my father, I don't want it. Pack that shit up, queen. I don't want it. I done put her through hell and back, dragged her through the dirt, and she stood by me, yo. That's real shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man, they be dogging their wives out.
They really do, because I be damn, yo.
They be dogging their wives out.
On everything.
Not the whole, she's not the baddest. That
I told her she's not.
That shit took me out.
I told her she don't got it like that.
She's not the baddest, but she the realest.
Bruh, like, come on now. And it really do be like that. That's the craziest part. I see you like the part with the best friend.
Nah. I mean, at some point, best friends always take interest.
Lee.
Ma'am?
Because women, they fucking tell them everything. And it's like, oh, women, they'll be like, I need a man like that. But in their head, like, I want that man, but I need a man like that. That's what they tell guys. Oh, does he have a brother? But it's like...
No.
Nah, does he have a brother? I used to always think that was the wildest.
Bitch, you don't want the brother, you want me.
Because what you're saying is, ooh, your nigga's good enough.
I'ma
say, that's what you're saying.
Listen, he got brothers. But I wouldn't recommend. Proceed at your own fucking caution.
Like, does he have a brother? Like, no.
I got my apple before it got spoiled.
You want
the tree was there. Okay? The apples were all placed.
They want the...
Mine was just enough space away for it not to get contaminated with the mold.
Yeah, they want them. I mean, look what happened. It happens a lot. It happens more often than people think. A best friend always fucks the man. Like,
Usually.
Yeah, it always works like that because they know the most about you. Because the girl tells them everything, so they already know everything about you. They know where your birthmark is and everything.
See, that's why I talk to my cousins. They ain't touching mine. I don't want theirs. But we could talk about it.
You ever see Soul Food?
I was about to say.
First off,
my cousin was piping everybody's nigga.
My cousin
she
ain't
was
like that.
Getting wrecked.
My cousins ain't like that.
Cousin Faith.
Shut up.
Dinner wasn't even over yet, bro, and she was upstairs.
My cousins ain't like that. Shout out to my cousins. Y'all know who you are. Anyways, all right. So next video.
Or these ambitious women that are like, no, I'm gonna go get it. I can still take care of my kids, but I'm gonna go make my money. You know what type of man you have to be for a woman like us to allow you to lead? Talk about that. I just can't. I would bet my money we would succumb to it all for a man who could lead. You're right. I would bet money on the fact that I think if we were presented with the opportunity to be with a man who was just a man in every way, who just, it's nothing more than we want than to be comfortable in our own femininity. Our masculinity is a defense tactic. Yep. For whenever we feel threatened, or we feel overwhelmed, or we feel not protected, or we feel not loved, or not seen, or not heard, is when we have this defense mechanism where we're like, fuck out of here, like, and we get all tough, and I got it. You don't got to do nothing. I got it. You're not gonna do this. That's cool. I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna do this at a third, so you don't have the time. Yep. But if a man really came in to your world and made you comfortable, like, listen, you don't gotta do that. You ever had a man like, yo, fix your face, calm down, like you know what I mean? Just kind of like, there's something about it. It's something about it that you sink back in your chair. Yeah. The most pit bull girl. What? Fix your face. Come on, you good. What's the problem? I handle. Relax. Yeah. I got you. That's it. All right. Like that little conversation, you be like, my man. I don't know. My man said you be asking right. It's like, girl.
I love that.
That was cringeworthy.
Alright.
You see, the first thing that she went to when she started describing what she liked, it was parenting. How many times your mom says, fix your face? Fix your face. That's all you want. You want a parent. You don't want to be an adult. You want to get fucking baby the rest of your life.
Now, if we're going to quote the wise words of Chronicles of Judah 144 on YouTube, women and children are one and the same. In fact, women are children with breastises.
That shit was, I don't care. That whole conversation was just cringeworthy. Like, what the
then he also states that women are agents of chaos.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree with that.
Women love drama. Look.
That's why we are fed constant reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Like Krishan and Blueface.
That's American women's favorite couples, Krishan and Blueface.
That's beyond wild to me.
That women are
Give
obsessed
me Papoose and Remy, please.
Women are obsessed with drama. That's why, as a man, if you're with your woman, you gotta give her a little dose of drama every so often.
If not, she's just gonna make it.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna make it, so you might as well just give it to her. She's gonna make drama. Who is this bitch that picture that you like in 2020? Like, I didn't even fucking know you.
Now, see, me, I send who's this because I be getting random friend requests. He is a mutual friend. I just want to know.
Yeah, I get those a lot too.
It's really just because of the fact that I ain't got time for none of that shit.
But,
let me know just in case, cause.
But it's just like what's the point, man? We're trying to have peace. Y'all want the drama. Like, we don't need the drama. This ain't Love and Hip Hop. I don't care about none of that shit. I just want to go home and fucking relax and watch fucking some Netflix. Or Tubi, my favorite app. But I love Tubi.
So why did you hit and quit her?
Why?
Yep.
Because I don't fucking like her.
Yo, this really got 107 comments on that shit.
I either didn't like her or she was rebound pussy.
Either that or she wasn't who she thinks she is, and I ended up getting to know the real her, and I didn't like her.
Or the one that most women are scared of and think doesn't exist. The sex was trash.
Yeah, because every girl's pussy is so amazing.
I don't know if women are aware, but your box can be trash. Like,
well, I mean, there's definitely instances where, like, especially for females who are very, like, emotionally connected to themselves, if we're not feeling you, we can easily dry up.
Why the fuck you even come over?
No, but it's not about that. You could do something in the middle of it and really just turn us off, and it's a wrap.
Sucks for you. I got my nut off. Bye.
Yeah, that really does. That's one of the. It sucks for you. Like it's like.
I got my nut off. I don't give a fuck.
Like
that's selfish.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think you came over for? You think I came over
fucking? How is that selfish?
So what? Who cares? You think I came over?
If you came over for the same thing and now you, if we both came over for the same thing and now it's whack because somewhere along the lines you mentally checked out, but you proceeded with the process.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. There was one instance, right, where like it was an ex-boyfriend, and you know, young, in love, all that shit. A person could go ahead and step out on you and like make you go ahead and feel like shit, but then the love in you or the stupidity in you, really. It's like, yeah, no, I'll forgive, blah, 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 blah. There was one time where, in the middle of it, that thought came to mind, like, wow, you really, really cheated on me, and that shit just changed the whole mood. It happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, girls go through that, too.
I've had some whack pussy before. I had to fake my nut.
Oh, my God.
But again, you kind of fished for that answer.
How did I fish for that answer?
Because you asked.
No, I didn't ask. I found out he cheated because of the fact that the evidence smacked me in the face.
And then you went to go smack penis after.
No, I tried forgiving after he...
But that's what I mean. So... That's not on him. That's on him, but it's not on him.
But what I'm saying is that, like, obviously I was young. Like, I went ahead... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to be forgiving because one thing about me is I don't like to go from Paul Peter to... John and Joe, and I don't like doing all that.
Those
like I'd rather
names. Those are like really Caucasian.
I'd never slept with a Caucasian man.
I'm saying those names are very Caucasian.
I mean,
Peter, Paul, Peter, Joe, Tom, Cooper.
I've gone out with a Michael. And he was not...
If a woman gets cheated on by a Cooper, she deserves it.
A Cooper?
It's hard enough for that nigga.
Oh, what about Spencer?
What is this fucking... What's that show? What? All American?
I'm crying. I don't know. I never watched it.
Fucking hate that
Anyways, alright. So let's get back to... Because now we're really just like wandering off. So why did you hit and quit her? Men only. Came to my senses.
Good man.
Because she kept calling the cops when I started to hit her, so I quit her. See, he has a morbid sense of humor. He's only joking.
That's fucking funny.
He's a war vet. He's a war veteran. Like, he got a very, very dark sense of humor. But, yeah. Yeah. And then her place was beyond dirty. Post-nut clarity is a wild thing. And, of course, your boy said the cooter was trash.
Bad coochie. Terrible. Fix it.
Just matching her energy. Y'all don't want to be wives today. Vibe was 1 to 2 out of 10. Sex was 7 to 8 out of 10. Not worth it. 2 different people. They drank too much and peed in the bed while I was in it. One in my bed and the other one was in hers. Nothing like waking up and someone else's piss all over you. Your blankets, pillows, sheets, and mattress. That's different. And I guess a man has done that too. What? Because you're going to say squirting his pee?
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you hitting the pussy right, you sleeping in piss anyway.
Basically, yeah.
If I premeditated to quit her, I for sure wouldn't hit her. Well, my lawyer popped in there and said real men don't ever hit women, but it's because he didn't understand. Shout out to Guy Sedapane. Like, Sedapane in Associates.
Missed the satire.
Yeah, nah. Sedapane and Associates, no bullshit. One of the best lawyers out in Rhode Island. That's my guy. Anywho. I'll hit and quit if the personality is trash.
With the free ads, this one.
Nah, he deserves the free ads. You want to know why? Because that man, he's done pro bono work for me, so I got him back. If you need the best personal injury lawyer in the state of Rhode Island, Guy Sedapane on Gano Street. That is the man. I'll hit and quit if the personality is trash, but the pussy is an option. She had bad kids that she never... Hold on. She had bad kids that she never disciplined. Her box wasn't worth all that I went through. She wanted me to get a vasectomy reversed. She wanted more kids on top of the bad kids? Whew.
Couldn't raise the ones you already fucking have.
Nice body, cute face, ugly personality. 9 times out of 10, that's why. Red flags, never done. She was just a fan. Alcohol. She was asking for too much money. Made me feel like she was using me. Her spirit wasn't right. Toxic. Damn, this one really. I ain't doing all that. That's too much. We're gonna skip that. Because not every sexual encounter leads to a relationship. Because her meat has too many miles on it. Okay, right. I was just about to say, like, that's. I guess he meant roast beef.
This space is meant for community podcast.
Oh wow! I didn't even see that. What does that mean? You couldn't fill up the garage space? He said the space was meant for community parking.
She for the streets.
That's all y'all woman work. That's why I hit it and keep it moving.
Jesus, that guy gotta be 60.
I think you got some deep psychological issues.
That motherfucker gotta be 50, bro.
Some shorty hit up. I doubt anyone's even letting you do that.
Oh, guess who said that one?
Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Yeah, no. Anyway,
look who fucking said it.
I'm not looking up, but it sounds like there's some subs being thrown around the room right now.
Mm-hmm.
Her pussy was loose and it stunk. You're a true gremlin. We know you still ate it. Just kidding. No, sir, that was clipped upon departure. And then, my dick too bougie for that. Shout out to my bestie, because, we definitely... This nigga said...
This bitch is regular. I don't give a fuck what no nigga say.
Wait, let's put that back.
This bitch is not all that. And I'm mad. Because I've been bucked up about this bitch. This bitch is regular. I don't give a fuck what no nigga say.
So that's one of the responses. Drugs. She kept taking my PS4 games and my coloring books. Wait. Hold on. Why did he have coloring books first of all? What kind of coloring books?
That means he's a fucking psychopath if she's taking coloring books.
Oh my god. Because she wasn't ever a real candidate from the jump.
That guy is great. I'm gonna fucking at him.
I made her think she was, because her physique was appealing, but her character wasn't, speaking in general. A woman said that's playing unnecessary games.
Shut up.
And he's like, you say it's playing games, I say it's having my way. Gives her time to reflect on what went wrong. Makes her a better woman. Yo! I am crying. I didn't even notice that he said that part. My goals are important than her. I'm still pursuing my happiness. That was the plan. Because she wasn't worth more than that. I'm not saying that one. I'm not saying this one. I'm not saying this one. Is he black too? Bruh.
Looks like a guy from My Robot.
Bruh. My boy, yeah. Come on, my guy. She displayed not wifeable traits, recreational use only. Damn, I didn't do this shit since I was a teenager, earlier years, raised like that, quantity over quality. She wasn't repping.
Bitch slithering.
What crazy is trying to outlive your usefulness, whatever that means.
This wasn't it.
Yeah, she wasn't a wife, mutual agreement, sometimes I was friend zoned for 12 years.
So he
And
finally
hit it and he just quit it.
Good man. That's how you fucking do it. I approve. That's how you fucking do shit like that. She makes you wait that long, you finally hit it, and I was like, fuck you, bitch, get out my house.
Does your pussy stank? Just can't seem to scratch that itch? Ask your doctor today if Coochie Cleanse is right for you.
My pussy used to smell like a seafood boil, but after using Coochie Cleanse, it's hot girl summer.
Yo.
Glad that that's a thing.
Bruh, the fact that someone put that as the response. I'm getting off this. That was it. That was it for that. Oh my god. Lord.
See, it makes me feel better about myself because there's people just as bad as me out there.
Clearly, there's a whole group of you. It's just TikTok doesn't like you, right?
No, TikTok tried to ban me today. They said I swear too much. You know something, TikTok? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep swearing. I'm gonna be the fuck you man.
Hey. Lee! You're not on your job right now.
Oh, is he being toxic?
He was getting ready. Lord. Anyways, what makes you guys fall in love?
What? What makes me fall in love?
Peace.
That. Fucking peace, attention, appreciation. Like whatever my ex didn't do when you're fucking doing, I'll probably fall in love.
Huh?
Whatever my ex didn't do, that this new one's doing, I'll probably fall in love. Cause it's like, oh, I see it as an upgrade now.
So what happens if you got a girlfriend, she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and then you meet a side chick, and then she's doing what your girlfriend's not doing? So you're telling me you're gonna fall in love with the side chick?
Absolutely, she got a promotion. That's not my girlfriend anymore.
You're telling me you don't hear that all the time? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Guess what? Bitch, beat it. Side girl, promotion. Come here, dress professional.
What's professionally being dressed as a side chick? Moving up.
Moving on up to the east side, the deluxe apartment in the sky. What's professional dress? What? She doesn't have to fucking impress me anymore. You can come over with your sweatpants and your no makeup and shit. You don't have to impress me no more. You're
You've won.
You know what? That's a real question. All right. So if we get into the conversation about makeup and whatnot, right? And we have the females who obviously could put themselves together, right? But then if they wipe it off and they don't look the same, how does that make you feel?
I think she should go to jail for that.
Jail?
Yeah, they should. They should be in prison.
Why?
False advertising. Because I'm expecting this wonderful woman, this beautiful girl, and you take your makeup off, and now I'm looking at fucking Freeway.
If that's the case, then a nigga could stick a baguette in his pants, and you can't be mad when you go to fuck him.
Yeah.
And he has a Swiss
Like,
roll.
don't sit here and tell me you put on makeup, you look like Rihanna. You take that makeup off, you look like fucking Harriet Tubman. Get out of my face.
I'm crying. Have you ever been in love?
I don't do that stuff. Love gets you killed. Love makes you weak.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Why?
What do you mean why? Because it makes you vulnerable. And in this generation,
What's wrong with vulnerability?
In this generation, women take advantage of that vulnerability.
And men don't?
I don't.
So if a female's vulnerable with you and you're king toxic, how do you not take advantage of
I am an open book. You can come to me for I don't judge. I've never judged. Because that's like calling up a kettle. What's it? The pot calling the kettle black. That's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm not gonna judge you. You can come to me and talk to me about anything. That's fine. I'm a very good advisor. Is that a word?
No.
No. All right. I'm a very good advice giver.
There you go. I thought you were gonna continue with it again and just make it your word.
Well, I can. I'm a very good advisor. If you can put words here, it's an advisor, new word. Anyways, I'm a very good advisor. You can come to me for anything. I'm an open book. You can talk to me. I give, I'm kind of smart. I know my shit. I've been around. Yeah.
I mean, spelling bee champion.
Yeah, I was a spelling bee champion in 2002. I have the medal to prove it. But I'm the champion. So it doesn't even matter. Like you can come to me. Vulnerability, that's cool. But I just can't be vulnerable because I feel like you're gonna fucking take advantage of it. Because me, the asshole, is vulnerable. I got him where I fucking want him.
Is that why you play the games?
That's why I play the games. Because
EA Sports. It's in the game.
But I think vulnerability as a man, and I think falling in love as a man, because I think men love harder than women.
You think so?
I do. Because
why?
We love you unconditionally. Women
why?
love us when there's a condition. Because we're not.
So you don't think that there's women that love a man unconditionally?
No, I don't actually.
At all?
No.
I kind of agree with them.
Why? The only condition
because how many women do you know see a guy become their friend and just naturally go, oh, I think he's the one? No, I gotta go through a whole vetting process. I gotta prove to you that I'm better than the other 7 niggas that you're talking to. I gotta bring you on a $200 date. You have a fucking list for me to even become an option for you.
So what happens for the women that don't?
What do you mean? That don't
don't make
things?
you go through a whole list.
You show me that woman, and I'll show you a woman that can fly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't fly, but
no, you have a list. You don't love unconditionally.
It's always with the condition.
Right to you.
It's always with the condition.
I mean, at the end of the day, I want to be treated like with respect and like, why not? I'm gonna do the same for you. So you're telling me if I was treating you like a piece of shit that you're still gonna want to be with me?
Most men do.
Why?
How many men do you know right now who are going through a toxic relationship where a woman treats them like shit, but they still love them?
We think more long term than you guys, so we'll deal with your toxic shit and like she'll get over this eventually.
Yeah.
Women, at the first sight of some toxic shit, you run into the next nigga.
You have a lot of clients, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of women men, right? Mm-hmm. How many of them men are going through shit where their girlfriend is just being a complete bitch to them and treating them like shit, and you're like, why? He's such a nice guy. How many of them go through that?
I have a few.
Exactly, and they still love him, don't they?
Yeah, but
the man still loves a woman.
But they're very tired of this.
You know
of course they're tired of it, but do they still love him?
Most men cheat rather than leave.
Why?
Because we don't want to fucking leave because we would have left. That's love unconditional. That's, you're pissing me off. I need an escape. But I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to go drown my sorrows in the next bitch and I'll be back home.
Yeah. That's why I say men.
That's why most men cheat.
But what about men who do leave?
That's a man that couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, that's a man. That's a man who figured out his self-worth, his self-love.
Most men are not going to leave.
But what about there's men who just leave and just because they think the grass is greener?
Well, if they get,
and it's not even like
that was ready to commit to that woman. Then
okay,
he's not that. What you just described was a man that's not in love.
Yeah. Okay. Because men who is in love, like I said, they love harder. Because
but how do we know if a man's in love?
Unfortunately, there's no way for you to test that without breaking his heart. Because it's all of those things that are gonna hurt him, that are gonna then show what he feels about you. How many times do you hear your male friends bullshit and be like, a woman cheat one time and I'm out? And then as soon as she cheats, she do that shit one more fucking time, and I swear to God,
that's how they test. That's how you gotta test the love.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta fuck them over.
But we've gotten no other option. All we can ever do is showcase for women.
Because you gotta understand, we get put in our place at a very young age. At a very young age.
By society.
By society, we get put in our place, right? So where women feel like they have endless options, we feel like we have no options, which is why a lot of times we stick in these toxic ass relationships, because we're told at a young age we don't really have these options. And I think the first reality where we figure that out, and I mean it's before that, but when we're actually like we have the mindset and we see it, is in high school. That girl you want, you have a crush on, you're laughing with her in class, you're telling her jokes, she thinks you're funny, she likes your smile, she compliments you. After school, she's getting picked up by that 19-year-old dude in the car.
Yep.
That's when we get taught we're put in our place. You're not who the fuck you think you are. Mm-hmm. That's when we get taught.
And unfortunately, because of that same nasty ass nigga, that's where women get their fucking false bravado and think they're hot shit because they think, oh, I can pull older men. No, he's just nasty, shorty.
Yeah. At that time, we don't realize it. Our mindset's not there yet. We don't see it like that. But now that we're older, we see it. That guy's a fucking creep.
That age that he's talking about, that's where the divide between us start.
Yeah.
It's around that high school age. It's around that age where y'all start developing and the older niggas are nasty and we're too young to compete with them. It starts to create the insecurity for men and it starts to create the bravado for women. Yeah. And from that point on, it's a fucking uphill battle for us.
She thinks he's the man. He's 19, 20 years old. He's driving a little fucking Altima. He works at fucking Domino's. He got a little bit of money. They think he's the fucking man, but in reality, he's a fucking loser. But they think he's the man because he got money, he got a car, he got a job, and you're fucking 14, 15, 16 years old, and you don't have a fucking dime. You don't have a fucking dime in your name. You're getting free lunch. You don't have shit. Mm-hmm. All you have is your fucking jokes.
All that nigga gotta do is spend one of his checks and go and buy you some Jordans, and you're head over heels.
Yeah, that's it.
At that age, that division starts. And then me, as the regular average dude, I'm in high school and I gotta be in the house by 8 o'clock. So what the fuck can I do to compete with that?
I gotta go. I can't. This guy got a job.
I can't pull up on you with my bike and tell you to jump on my pegs.
I can't pick you up from school. I can't pick you up from the house. I don't got a car. I don't even have my license yet. I'm young. I'm a teenager. This guy's a fucking adult. He hasn't been in high school in a couple years. And he has a job. He has everything.
So what about the women who will love a man through his process?
Do they really?
Think about
is she loving him through his process, or does she want to claim the victory of being the woman that's
does she see the the goal at the finish line? Does she see the finish line? She's like, oh, because you gotta understand. A lot of women see that with athletes, high school, college. Like, oh, I see his process. He's gonna be a pro. I'm gonna stick with him.
You can get your little pussy on the side, but it's me.
Yeah. Do you really love us, or do you see gold at the finish line? Because if you see a man with potential, even though he's going through his process, you see him with his potential. You see how driven he is. You see he wants to make it. This is what he wants, and he's very determined to get it. Does she see that at the finish line? Like, I'm gonna be the wife with the house, the Benz, and all this shit. Does she see that? That's what you gotta understand. Does she love? Once again, it's with a condition. She doesn't love him unconditionally. She loves him.
But what if
she loved that man unconditionally? Then whether he makes it or whether he fails, she's gonna stick by his side.
Well, and that's where I was gonna get to next. What if it's like more so that she's looking at his character more than anything else?
How common is that?
I mean, all right.
That's what I mean. That's why it's hard for men to even speak on what that possibility is, because we're not used to seeing that. Even at the highest, even at the highest levels, we see men deal with this shit from women. We see millionaires go through this shit with their women, and then they take half, and now they think they hot shit because I'm a millionaire now, so now I gotta go for the bigger millionaires. And it's like, you can do that all you want.
Because we have like Lala Anthony.
But all the niggas is gonna do is pass you around just like the hood niggas did before you had money. Yeah. You're just getting passed around by a higher anarchy of men.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go back to Lee. When you meet a woman, as a man, when you meet a woman and you tell you brag about it to your boys, how do you describe her?
Yo, she's fire as fuck. She's cool as shit.
Right? That's how you describe it.
The first thing I'll go to is, yo, she's cool as fuck. Personality,
looks. You don't give a fuck about anything else, right? Personality,
I don't mention
looks.
her finances. I don't
Exactly.
mention what she does. I don't mention what you do for a living unless it coincides with what your personality is. Because I could be like, yo, my shorty's such a good chick. Yo, you know what I'm saying? She works with homeless people. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the only, outside of that, I'm not like, yo, she's a fucking nurse, homie. You know she got that money.
Now, Jocelyn, when women describe a man they meet, how do they describe him? He's cute, he's funny, he's got a good job, he has a career, graduated college. They're talking about your achievements because that's what they give a fuck. That's the only way they're gonna love you is that if you're successful. Or you're on your way to success.
Okay, so yes and no.
So let me ask you this, right? Mm-hmm. Think of the ugliest, most successful man you know. Not personally, just like...
I was about to say,
no.
I'm really trying to think.
No, just like anything. Ugly, successful person. Ugly, successful man. Think of one. Any name. Even your job name. Just somebody. Don't even have to be fucking the richest man in the world, not like that.
No,
just a man who's rich and successful, but he's a fucking dork.
I'm trying to think like what we would see in the media.
All right, so you think a successful man who's ugly as shit. He's probably married with a pretty good looking wife. Mm. Do you think if he wasn't successful, she would be with him and love him?
No. All right. So that goes to the conversation that we talk about where women are born with their value, men acquire their value, and then that's usually like.
And that's why we're loved. No man is loved unless he's bringing something to the table. No matter what it is, if he is bringing something to the table, it's the only way. We don't give a fuck what you bring to the table, which is why men love harder, because we don't give a fuck what you bring. We don't give a fuck what your car is. You know why? Because I'm picking you up on the first date. We don't give a fuck what your job is. You know why? Because I'm paying on the first date.
Situation.
It's not. There's no. What situation?
Like what if it's where like where you have the anomalies, where you have the woman who is more established than the man. But she genuinely, like, they were friends, they clicked, she genuinely, likes him as, you know.
Like you just said, it's an anomaly. It's very rare. How many men do you know sit here and, like, my girl loves me no matter what the fuck I do? It's not very many. Because here's what happens. They may love you now, but as soon as somebody comes along that's better, they're leaving.
As soon as somebody comes around that they know that they can get their teeth into... She knows she can sink her teeth into the next nigga, or she's waiting for you to do
It's a Twitter post where a man said, "I love that my girl used to fucking with broke niggas because I paid for lunch and she thought I was, you know what I'm saying? She thought I was the best because I just paid for her fucking lunch." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. He paid for her lunch, so she loves him now. But because it's a condition came with it. He's buying me lunch. He's bringing me my coffee.
Okay, but there's women that could do the same for men.
There's women that can.
That could grow to love them for that same reason.
There's women that can, but I can count probably on one.
That's not unconditional though.
Yeah.
If the main topic is can one sex love the other unconditionally, and I think it's just way more common for men too than women.
Well, yeah, okay.
Put it like this:
we could agree to that.
If we're talking about excluding holidays, excluding birthdays, and excluding holidays, I can count on one hand how many times a woman got me a gift.
What if that it's crazy because I know females who spoil it.
I can count on one hand.
But do they do it because they love him or because that's who they are?
But
some women just like buying their nigga stuff.
No, my thing is that like, no.
Or do they buy it to mold them into what they want him to be? Like, hey, look, I went shopping for you. I bought you some clothes.
Again, what did I say? Money is a tool for control.
Yeah. So if I said, look, I bought you outfits, I bought you clothes, and it might not be the way he dresses normally. Is she trying to mold him into what she wants him to be?
Or she'll get him the sneakers he wants with the outfit that she wants him to wear with it. Here's those Jordans, but here's this tracksuit.
Yeah, see, nah, for me, if I'm gonna do that, like, if I'm gonna get him anything, I'm gonna get him what he likes.
Which is
even
fine.
If I don't agree with it.
Which is fine. But when you get him something, it's because you want to get him something. How often is he just coming up to you and asking you to buy him something?
I mean, no, but like he knows he can.
But he doesn't because you naturally buy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. The women that do that, they're not doing that because they're oh so in love with their nigga. That's just their way of showing their affection. So they're gonna do that with every. It's not like the next nigga. It's not like the next nigga's not gonna get shit from her.
Hold on, because at the end of the day, like in relationships I've been in, I'm the type of person that I am naturally a giver. I am very generous. I can be like, you know, like I give. That's how I do show love. Mm-hmm. That's my love language, to give love. But I'll tell you right now, no, there's 2 guys that I can say out of the, we'll say 5 relationships I've been in. Is it 5? Yeah. Okay. That I can say that, nah, them niggas got spoiled rotten. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's because I absolutely adore the fuck out of them and, like, I love the shit out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, no. No.
But again.
Because I do have someone who's willing to write a review and say that I was the gold digger.
But then my thing is, that means you didn't
Delusion, but, yeah.
That means you didn't love that nigga.
No, but see, that's the thing.
Every other nigga that you were actually in love with can say that same thing about you, that you've gotten them shit. So the nigga that
but that's the thing. He got shit in the beginning. I didn't miss a birthday, didn't even miss a Christmas, even after he did what the fuck he did. The problem is that I wasn't getting, like, the same type of love that I needed from him. You know what I'm saying? And he was very petty. So then I started matching energy.
Which
like
is
I said,
what?
Best friend or
Which
worst
is
enemy.
Which is what?
What?
A condition.
Yeah. But
there was a condition there. You had no problem doing it, but when you felt like if you were in love unconditionally, then even if that nigga wasn't reciprocating it, it would continue. But the condition was, I want to be shown that the same amount of affection that I feel to do these things for you are in you, and I'm not seeing that. Therefore, this is not going to continue on my end.
Yeah,
that's a condition.
Because if you, as a man, if you're with somebody, right, I can tell you firsthand. If you stop showing me that affection, that love that you did early on, I still might, just because I love you, I can still stick around. And I feel like, something's just a phase, you'll get over it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing, but I've been in those positions as well, like, where I was really, 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 like, hoping that he was going to change, and I kept sticking around. I would still treat him out to eat. The only thing I wasn't doing, I just wasn't going above and beyond, but I was still doing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when
that was more for you than for him, though. That was your way of telling you yourself that how much you actually care for him, and that's going to continue. But that was you doing that for you.
But let me ask you a question, right?
That wasn't you doing it. That wasn't. I mean, that was you doing that for you because that's what you do. That wasn't you doing it because you love him oh so much. You get what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. The reason why I said I'm excluding holidays and birthdays and shit, because when you do shit like that, I feel like they feel like we feel obligated. We have to get them something. You know what I'm saying? We've been with them. We've been with them for. You don't have to, but in your head, you're like, I gotta get them something. In their head. That's why I exclude it, and that's why I said excluding holidays and birthdays and shit. I can count on one hand how many times the girls actually got me a gift. I can count on one hand.
Like just a random day. No, you don't get that.
We don't get that. We don't get that shit.
You don't get that.
And that's why I said.
Or if you do get it, it's not authentic.
Yeah.
If you do get it, it's
because they did something. They did something.
It's either they did something or you are traumatized. It's either they did something. Hold on. It's either they did something or it's a brag to someone else.
To rub in your face. So that next argument comes.
Not even to rub in your face. Not even to rub in your face. But you know, if her girls know she cheating, she gonna post the fact that she just bought you a PS5 and 2K. You know what I'm saying? I'm such a good woman to him. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's not genuine. That's not genuine. You didn't buy him that PS5 because he wanted that PS5. You bought it for him because there's a good chance that one of your friends is about to snitch on you, and you don't want that nigga to go anywhere.
That's all it is. Because a lot of times, if you're a good man, they're gonna latch on to you anyways. Like, I don't really like him, but he's so good to me, I'm gonna keep him around because he's so good to me. And
I think women like that are scum too.
I think they're fucking scumbags.
They're scum.
I think
those women that I love him because of how much he loves me, ass women. Fuck out of here with that.
Mm.
So would you say that in any relationship dynamic there has to be one that is more infatuated with the other?
There will always be that dynamic.
Yeah, there'll always be.
There will always be that.
I think sometimes the tables do turn though. Sometimes.
Yes. No.
At some point, they will. Actually, I feel like they always turn.
It can go from one to the other.
It's like a seesaw.
Yeah. It can. It can go from one to the other because y'all could be head over heels for each other, and then she do some shit that kind of throw you off for a couple weeks or a couple months, and now, but she's all into you, but you still not over what the fuck she did. So you know, but then you get over it. Now you do some shit. Now she's petty for the next couple. It's a seesaw. It's a seesaw. Life is a seesaw. Relationships it's a seesaw. Now what happens if you're on a seesaw by yourself? You ain't fucking going nowhere. You need somebody else on the other side of that shit if you want to feel any level of joy and elevation.
Unless you squat.
Why do you have to be like this?
But
why do you have to be like this in public? Like I don't understand.
But it's
come back down.
It takes a lot of work, and that's the reason why a lot of relationships fail because a lot of people are not willing to put in that work. Like people are not willing to put in that work.
Kevin Hart, everybody want to be famous. Nobody want to put the work.
They don't know. They don't want to put in the work of the relationship. They don't want to go through the ups and downs.
Because they don't want to believe that a relationship is work. They want to believe that they're gonna find the bullshit that they're sold on a phone, where you're just gonna be madly in love, and he's gonna write you cute little love letters every day before you wake up in the morning, and he's gonna leave you money for coffee and nails, and then by the time you get home, he somehow still has dinner cooked, even though he had to go work all fucking day to pay for the bills. You don't fuck, man. Listen.
I ain't writing
So why do relationships not last?
Because of all the things that we are talking about, people try to be delusional and act like they do not exist. That's why.
Yeah, they're not willing to put in the work. First bad argument we can say, or just first difference. They're already looking somewhere else. A lot of people are already looking somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Or I'll make it even easier for you, Jocelyn. What's more common with people, fight or flight? What's the more common of the two?
Flight.
You don't think that same mechanic applies to a relationship?
I was told before by a woman, if you want to fight for something, go join the army. That's their fucking mentality.
Oh, she's hurt.
That's their fucking mentality. That's the shit. That's the shit, nigga. That's the shit niggas gotta deal with now. Think about that. Which is why a lot of niggas do not want to get in relationships because they don't want to deal with shit like that. Because we know how hard we love, and we know we will love you for no fucking reason, basically. If you fuck us good, cool.
How commonly do you hear married men
I hate
that
my
make
wife.
the jokes? Not even that. Or that make the jokes that, I got married, I never have sex anymore, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men normalize the shit that we go through so much that it's a joke. Women, y'all have whole ass affairs that nigga turns down pussy 3 times.
There's niggas that actually feel guilty if a girl even talks to them.
Men in relationships cheat. Married women have affairs. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Men don't have affairs?
No.
Most of the time, no.
A lot of the times, no.
Most of the time, no. Most of the time, men make a dumbass mistake in one night and it turns into something else. Women, y'all premeditate that shit. You know who that nigga is before he does. He don't even know he about to be the bane of your pleasure. You know. You know, you've been scoping the nigga out for a month.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the first time you scrolled past the nigga, you said exactly to yourself, if my nigga ever fucked up. Exactly. Exactly. You see how I triggered that shit, right? You see how I triggered that shit. That's exactly
I know
what
firsthand.
it is.
I know firsthand.
fuck?
I know firsthand of somebody telling me they was scheming on me about 3 months before we even had a fucking conversation. Before I even knew who the fuck she was.
I usually have niggas telling me that they've been waiting a while.
Women do it too. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
They know because that's why a lot of them know who the fuck their next nigga's gonna be. But they might not necessarily talk to them, but they know who they're gonna pursue after you. Like if he
said something one time or he posted something one time and you was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Whether it was a picture of him, whether it was a thought that you agreed with in the moment.
Because I'm telling you, people say, "Oh, it's just Facebook." The people you like, the people's pictures you like tell a lot.
Not for nothing.
It tells a lot.
A very interesting man once told me, it is not the ones who's in the likes that anybody should be concerned about.
It's
the
ones
that never do.
I said that. I will tell you like this right now.
I was like, come on.
I'll tell you this right now, right? I was with my.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I was with my daughter's mother.
It is a sickness.
I was with my daughter's mother for 4 years, right? I've been blocked for 6. We haven't been together for 4 years, but I've been blocked for 6 years. We haven't been together for 4 years. I've been blocked for 6. Do the math. That means we were together for 2 years and I was blocked. But we had a child together.
Make it flash.
We had a child together and we were doing all that shit, right? Now, a woman I deal with, I've been blocked, I've been unfriended. I've unfriended her actually. And I've been blocked, I've been unblocked, I've been blocked, I've been unblocked. But I'm still talking to you. So once again, you're right. That's who you have to worry. You don't have to worry about the girls in your likes. You don't have to worry about the niggas in your likes. You have to worry about who's not in your likes. Because chances are the people that you're fucking with don't
Most
even
niggas
have
got
you.
their baby mamas blocked, so should we be worried?
Huh?
Most niggas got their baby mamas blocked, so should we be worried?
No, because I've been blocked for years, and it's not even like that between me and her.
This is too much.
It's not even like that. But the girl I have been dealing with. We haven't been Facebook friends or Instagram friends or Snapchat friends.
I'm no longer
since
a
October.
Snapchat or Instagram friend.
Since October. We haven't been friends. We haven't been friends on any.
We're back on Facebook though.
We haven't been friends on social media outlets since October. I've been blocked. I've been unblocked. I've been blocked.
And he only re-added me because of the fact that he said he's gonna entertain my shenanigans this one time.
The relationship ain't real until you start blocking each other.
And his IG is public, so is mine.
Toxic ass sentence.
It is. It's not the relationship don't get there until y'all start blocking each other and unfriending each other. That's when shit gets real, because now you know. Because now what you're doing, and what
turning locations off, turn rarities off, turn everything off.
I'm not big on locations.
I mean, for me, it's more safety.
If you want to go out and do some dumb shit and put yourself in jeopardy, you
go
deserve whatever the fuck happens to you.
Right, but for me, it's safety purposes.
How fucked up but hilarious is it if a woman gets snatched up trying to go cheat? like that's what the fuck you get.
And you know, if you're dealing with a petty nigga, that's what the fuck you get.
Yeah.
That's the fuck you get.
Baby, I'm in the trunk. Good, bitch.
But see, no, I don't think it's toxic. I think it's just because listen, my grandparents before they died, my grandparents were together fucking 50-something years. They were fucking toxic.
Right.
Just the shit they said to each other.
Like what?
Fuck you, no, fuck you, fucking tight ass bitch. Like, but they just go at it. But they, you know what I mean? They've been together.
You got 50 years in with somebody though. That's just how you communicate.
That's what I'm saying. At some point, grandparents don't like each other after so many years. They don't fucking like each other.
Especially the ones back in the day, because their qualifications to get married was a little different. These days and age, we're trying to find the right partner and shit. Back then, it was like, do you work? Can you have kids? Let's do it.
Listen, my grandparents, they lived in the same house, separate rooms, did not speak to each other.
Neither am I.
But my grandmother had the fucking nerve to be at my grandfather's bedside. Oy, oy, oy. Like, you know, like a fucking...
Mine too.
Like, bitch!
Mine
you
too.
You didn't talk to the nigga. You didn't barely cook for the nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
They didn't sleep together.
What are we talking about here?
They didn't sleep together. They constantly ran their mouth about each other.
Bruh.
Mind you, one's in the other room, the other one's in the other room. They're talking shit about each other right there.
I spent a lot of times at my grandparents, and when I tell you I damn near lived with them a few times, and I probably seen my grandmother and my grandfather talk to each other in my existence maybe twice.
That's wild.
Like when people sit here,
Maybe twice.
like when people see,
Like, yo, I swear to God, like, it's like she knew his schedule, so she would be upstairs in her room before he even gets home. And then he would be out in the morning early, and she would be out the way.
yeah, but when
Or she didn't even eat in the kitchen. She always ate in the dining room. The dining room and the sala was, which sala in for Cape Verdeans is the living room, but it's the fancy living room. It's not the regular
the
living
good
room.
living room,
That's the one with all the plastic on the couches that you can't sit on.
The white furniture.
the living room you can't go in. Only
Yeah,
on holidays.
white-
why the
the
fuck is it called a living room? Nobody can live in here.
That's why
For
it's called
sure.
sala.
It's for show.
But yeah, so she had the sala in the living room, and it had enclosed doors. So she would make her food. She would go in there, and so
And
if
she
he
did
passed
that for years.
years, we never ate in the dining room unless either she's in there and she's watching us, and it's only one of us in the house, or if it was like a holiday. And any other time the kids, we ate in the TV room, which is the actual living room that we were all in, and the kitchen. Because it was like 23 of us at one point growing up. Cousins. Rolling it deep. Yo, I don't even know how she did it. But then again, it made sense why we grew up on a lot of kanja and fucking bread and toast. And yeah, like, we grew up on bread like heavy. When I tell you heavy, heavy. It makes a lot of sense because 23, that's a lot. She used to literally have, like, there would be times as there's 10 of us in the house, like, at all times. Yeah, it was crazy. It was fun.
I don't even fucking like each other. How many kids they had to deal with?
Well, true, they did have 10 of their 11.
How many kids they had to fucking do it? But I bet any money, though, because I know it would be the same thing with me. I bet you any money your grandfather had no fucking thought of even leaving her.
He had 15 kids.
Okay.
She only had 10.
Hold on.
You do the math.
He had 15 kids, right?
Did he leave her?
Did he stay in that house or did he leave?
I mean, he stayed in the house because that shit was his house.
Did he kick her out?
Nah.
Okay.
My grandfather was a great man.
Proving our point, though.
My grandfather was
Proving
a
our
great
point.
man.
I can't stand you.
God
but
rest
I'ma
his soul.
I can't stand you, but I'm gonna take my love for you to the grave.
Yeah.
I can't stand you.
And left her the house.
I can't
And
stand
left
you.
her a pension.
Your grandfather made our argument.
Yeah.
My grandfather was he was
He
a
made
good
our
I
man.
made the argument. I can't stand
was a
you,
good
and
man
I'm
for
gonna
that.
go fuck other women, but I will never fucking leave you.
And you get this house.
I need
You
my
get this house and
grandfather.
my pension.
You know what's funny?
But I'm gonna stay in my damn house until I'm dead.
So,
damn it.
for shits and giggles, my grandfather was light skinned with green eyes.
Of course he was.
Had 15 kids, of course he was.
You only have one, so you gotta let it go. Anywho.
But, yeah, you just prove my point. I know as much as my grandfather used to talk shit about my grandmother, he never even thought about leaving her. As much as he did not like her. Yeah, he didn't want to leave, that's for sure. It just proves our point that we will love you.
But a woman, as soon as you tell her to make a decision about what's for dinner, she's ready to walk out the door. Oh, he can't make decisions. What? That's such a,
That's such a fucking, like, that's just an irk of mine. Where it's like, where women will sit here and say, if you ask me on a date, you better know where we're going. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't even know what you like. I can take you to a fucking seafood spot. You're like, I'm allergic.
Exactly.
Yo, speaking of seafood, damn, I want
I'm actually allergic, but
Yo, the lobster mac and cheese is so.
I'm actually allergic, but you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
know.
But you know what I'm saying. If I sat here and I took you to a seafood place and you're like, I'm allergic. All right, you told me I needed in order to date you. I got to take you on a date. I got to figure out the fucking place.
I figured out a place and I took you there. And now you're saying you can't eat it. You're the problem.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we just come to a fucking decision instead of I have to make all the fucking plans?
Because women do not want a man, they want a parent. That's why. What do parents do for you your whole life in the beginning? Make decisions for you. They tell you what to eat, what to dress, where you're going, what time
We're very
you'll be back.
indecisive.
So I'll tell you right now, if I took a girl
We
on
go
a
based
date,
on feelings.
I'll tell you right now, if I took a girl on a date and she didn't like the fucking restaurant I took her, we're going to McDonald's. Fuck you.
Now you're getting a dollar menu.
Get this fucking child a Happy Meal. That's what I'm gonna say.
Where's the red light? I don't understand. Like, how are we missing?
Because that was not toxic. That's just
That
facts.
is toxic.
That's just facts.
The fuck?
Go to Burger King and get her a fucking crown. Little princess.
All right. You know what? We're gonna go to king bed. We're done here.
That was great.
I'm done. We're going to king bed. We're done.
Have it your way, bitch.
All right. So, matter of fact, I have story time.
Okay.
Right before we're wrapping this up.
Okay, perfect.
It's really interesting. So we have a viewer who reached out to me and said, "Hey, check your inbox. I have a topic that you could discuss." So I said, "Okay, not a problem." So I go to.
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead. His light's red. Yours is purple. Go ahead.
This story is low key toxic.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's like, so I go to my inbox. I said, "Hey, like, I'm reading it." Essentially, he was saying that he got out of a long-term relationship, and then that after the relationship ended, he started dealing with who was like his best friend of 12 years. And
For disaster. Go ahead.
so they go ahead, they form a relationship. They used to talk 24/7, and then all of a sudden, she like slowed down the conversation, and like pretty much ghosted him.
She's fucking somebody else.
Hold on, it gets better. She goes ahead and finally makes contact with him around New Year's. And she states to him that she is pregnant with the ex-boyfriend. So, I had to ask verifying questions because I really needed to understand how long were they together, which was 4 months. How far along is she? Just 2 months. The math wasn't mathing, I know.
No, it's mathing. It's just not mathing the way some people would want it to be mathing. Yeah. It's mathing exactly how it should be mathing.
But my boy was ready to step up.
Oh, her shit must have been fucking... Her shit must have been... fuego.
Is there more to this story?
Yeah.
Keep it going, please.
I asked him, what was her response when he told her that he was willing to step up because he's always wanted kids anyways. She told him that she wanted to see how things worked out with the baby daddy first.
So she said, wait in the wings, nigga, while I see if this nigga gets it together?
Mind you, she's, obviously they were very close. So therefore she... went ahead and told him a lot of things about the ex and things of that nature. And, the guy wasn't a very good guy.
You're never wrong. The ex-boyfriend's always the worst guy in the world. Yeah, I'm sure.
So, I had said to him, his best bet is to let this go. She's doing him a solid favor with showing her true colors.
She's a cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Mm-hmm.
And that he needs to just continue working on himself and become the best version of himself, and he'll attract what he deserves.
Stop being a fucking simp. Taking care of some other nigga's kid. Fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Have them fucking do it. Don't take care of that nigga's responsibility. Fucking made the kid. And she's a fucking whore.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. That's fucking wild.
He watches this?
Yeah.
Be a man.
He does. He knows that we were gonna discuss this. He said that that's fine because he wanted to.
You tough love.
He said it was a topic of conversation to have with the podcast.
Tough love. Be a fucking man. Stop being a fucking simp.
At the end of the day, even though
I told him that she never let go of the ex, and in
did.
all reality, one rule of thumb that I have been very, very vocal of with my male clients, I tell my brothers, I tell my cousins, and all that. Any male that's in my life, that I emphasize this part to them. When it comes to a female being infatuated with a man, it doesn't matter whether whether you are official or unofficial. When we like you, we're invested into you. and all we see is you. So if we can go ahead and entertain others,
They don't really like you.
it's not you.
She's just not that into you.
That was a great movie, right?
It explains
And
a
you
lot.
know what I say? That's fine, because I wasn't either.
I think that's cap when men say it, though.
Huh?
I think that's cap when men say it.
Sometimes it's not.
Because we are. That's why we pursue. We are into you. That's why we pursue. You can turn us off in the process, but we're not going to pursue if we're
So
not.
if a female turns you off in the process, do you ever revolt back?
What do you mean?
Can she grab your attention again?
Yeah.
Not the same.
No. You're not going to
What
get
is
the
it
same
then?
version of me.
You can grab my attention again, but if I'm ready.
So men don't gradually fall in love with a woman?
No. It's either there or it's
No,
not.
it's either there or it's not for us.
It takes us about 48 hours. You seen it. How quick niggas was saying they fall in love. Niggas said a work day.
Yeah.
What if it's a nonchalant person?
Don't matter.
What does that have to do with anything? Then I'm in love with nonchalant people. I'm not gonna men aren't gonna fall in love with something that they aren't attracted to or into. That's women that do that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
But if we pursue a woman in any, like, I'll give you an example before you wrap up. I'll give you an example. The guy that always ends up, or the fat chick that always ends up with the cute nigga. Oh, yo, she mad funny. Yo, she mad cool. Yo, she dope as fuck. Da da da. He gonna he'll mention how she got him. Yo, she's mad funny. He might really like to laugh. And a funny bitch is the perfect fucking person for him.
Mm-hmm.
He might think he wants the bad bitches that we're told we gotta go after and all that other shit. Nah, you need a girl that can genuinely make you hold your gut and chuckle, and that's why you're happy.
But what about the fact that, like, alright, so as a female who can be very emotional, like myself, I can be very annoying, and at the end of the day, like, if a person decides to stay, I question it sometimes, because I'm like, aren't I mad fucking annoying? And you guys just deal with that?
Yeah. We deal with a lot of things.
You want to know why it gets dealt with by the men that love you?
Why?
You see how you just identified what you do?
Uh-huh.
That means that you have but refuse to engage in complete self-control of that emotion. Because it validates
Sometimes it's
something.
hard.
Because it validates something for you. Whatever it is that it validates for you.
It's just
it
really
validates
fucking
something
hard.
for you.
First off, a lot of women go through PMDD. Do you know what the fuck that is?
I know what it is from what you just said. But go ahead.
Like, right before you're about to get your fucking period, you literally go through this fucking uncontrollable emotion.
Your what?
Auntie
like-
Flo.
it's like,
Kool-Aid.
It's like
Fucking Kool-Aid.
it's like PMS
No,
before
like,
the PMS.
yo, like, it's
Oh.
bad.
So
Like,
there's more PMS? Oh, makes
no
sense.
bullshit. Like, I really go through it. It's horrible. Like, I literally will be the most emotional person. Like, I swear to God, it's so aggravating. I get annoyed with myself.
Cool. So you're like that a few days out of the month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that not easy? Is that not a clear dictation of what it is then for me? If I'm a halfway competent, decent man who understands the world, give me some credit.
Okay.
I'm speaking as him. You feel me?
Yeah, get
I
it.
know why you're doing what you're doing, so I'm not gonna. You'll be alright in a couple days,
Can
and
we-
I'm not gonna engage in this because if
we
I
do
engage in
this?
this while you're in that mode, it's gonna lead to something bigger down the road.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't engage me and
just-
entertain a lot of
Because he
things.
knows he's
Like
a
Willie
smart
said,
kid.
give the nigga some credit.
Yeah.
Sure,
Give
I
the
always
nigga some
give-
credit.
I
Give the
always
nigga
give
some
credit.
credit.
I always give credit.
We
where it's
do.
due.
We as men, we're willing to deal with a lot more than you actually realize. We're willing to deal. We're in it when we're with you. If we're your official, you're my girlfriend. We are in it for the fucking long haul. We're not thinking about I'm gonna get with this girl. I'm gonna get with that girl.
So-
We're in it for the fucking
now
long
you
haul.
have most men-
Even if she breaks up with you every week.
So listen,
Yeah.
you have most men that have this
But also
mentality.
back.
You have most men that have this mentality. Now, how fucking annoying do you think it is when women are constantly like, "Oh, but you just don't show me how much you love me."
I'm still here.
Bing bong.
Still here.
Hey, yo, Ariana Grande. No, I'm kidding.
Look, it's in my group chat too. You break up with me every fucking week. Y'all be back. That's how we just know. She's not going nowhere. That's
All right.
and I think relationships would be a lot easier when people come to a realization neither one of you are going anywhere.
True. All right, well, we will still be here, and we shall still be back next week, and the week after, and the week after that. Our 1 year is
It's coming up.
swiftly approaching, and I think for our 1 year anniversary is when we'll start having people on.
And we do the format change.
Yes, I think that that's very well deserved. Like, share, subscribe. Ring that motherfucking bell. You know? Listen, sharing, hitting the subscription button, that shit's free. Come on. Help some brothers and sisters out over here. Okay?
Sayonara.